to infinity and then hang a left. And then at the third right, you'll see the truck stop and it's Lightyear.
It does kind of feel like that exactly. There's a lot of wheel spinning going on in this movie and like a lot of detours and like getting stuck in molasses. So you're actually extremely accurate in your very amusing intro there.
You are clear for hyperlaunch. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Buzz, that was utterly terrifying, and I regret having joined you.
This is an origin story for the Buzz Lightyear character in Toy Story, but in
the character who spawned the toy.
That's what I was just about to say. In a meta twist on that, it's actually the movie about the character for whom there is a toy that is in Andy's bedroom, who is voiced by Tim Allen in the Toy Story movies.
Right.
Here he is voiced by Chris Evans because he's a younger version of this character. So it's all very meta. It's all very like the snake eating its own tail, whatever. But it's essentially a Buzz Lightyear origin story. And it's kind of animated Top Gun in a lot of ways. I mean, young Buzz Lightyear is kind of like arrogant and mavericky and like going it alone and doesn't want to listen to anyone. And that ends up being his downfall and the thing that he has to then pick himself back up from and learn from. Yeah. He's a space ranger. He is the head of this mission. They stop by this planet because there's some perception of like an alien life form there. And when they get there, they are attacked and they have trouble getting back out again. They want to get back to infinity and beyond, but they can't. They're stuck. And so in his haste, because he is so completely certain of himself and all consumed with laser-like focus on completing the mission, he damages the ship and they are stuck on this planet, and then he tries to fix it. I kind of don't want to go into what happens as far as the time element stuff.
Okay.
Did you in your review?
I wrote it in my review, but if
all
you
right,
want to
I don't know. Okay, but let's not that. Let's what the hell? Let's do it. So basically, it's Interstellar.
Kinda, yeah.
It's Interstellar in that he takes these missions trying to, like, not unlike Maverick and Top Gun Maverick, he's trying to get to Mach 10 or his version of it.
Hyperdrive.
And what is that?
It's hyperspace.
Hyperspace, whatever. He's trying to like push it faster and faster. And with each mission, what happens is like he's gone for 4 minutes, 4 years transpire on this planet, which is actually rendered quite poignantly in the passage of time with his partner across the hall, voiced by Uzo Aduba, and the way that we see her life transpire in his absence. It's a really beautiful montage that's like almost on par with that whole marriage sequence at the top of Up.
Well, they're shooting for that. That's definitely the goal. And
that
it's
is
not
goal.
Quite there.
You're right. They're not quite there in terms of like the gut-wrenching poignancy. I saw Up when I was pregnant. I was a mess, dude. The hormones.
Look, if a Pixar movie doesn't make me ugly cry at some point, I call shenanigans.
I didn't ugly cry. I didn't even come close to ugly crying. I didn't even get ugly choked up. Right?
Yeah, I didn't even ugly sniffle.
Not at all. So anyway, so it's about how he like has to keep trying, but also has to learn to work with other people. And he gets caught up with this ragtag band of misfits, including the voices of Keke Palmer and Taika Waititi. And it's a whole lot of like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It feels like he's really slogging through molasses here. Chris Evans, I guess, is kind of doing a Tim Allen voice, but it's also unmistakably got Captain America to it. This movie has traces of not only Interstellar and Top Gun, but also The Empire Strikes Back. And I just felt like if it weren't Pixar, it'd be a totally fine animated movie, but we have such standards for Pixar at this point that this felt really lesser for me.
Exactly. No, in my review, I said it's perfectly okay, but Pixar is capable of better than perfectly okay. And a Toy Story movie particularly, I think should be better than perfectly okay. So it's not like this movie is reprehensible. It just feels kind of tossed off by people who are capable of much more. Like, I feel like they're leaving so much on the table with this very complicated premise. Like, if the idea is we're seeing the 1995 movie that made Andy want to get a Buzz Lightyear doll, you could have fun with the 1995-ness of it, whether it's in the effects. Look, I remember 1995 quite clearly. as much as I admire the fact that Pixar is giving us a major character who is a Black lesbian, you would not have seen that in a 1995 kids movie, even like a mainstream studio movie aimed at adults. Like that just was not a thing that was happening yet. So that's happening. And then, like, you know, I was going through things recently, and I was reminded that in the Cars movies, the logo on the tires is Lightyear. So like Pixar is not above these sort of inside jokes. So I thought, okay, well, if this is a movie set within the universe, that like a movie that Andy would go to, maybe there's going to be like a Pizza Planet product placement or a joke about Woody's Roundup or like something. No, like they there's all these things, all these avenues they could have gone down, and what we wind up with is like a pretty okay outer space thing.
There's a Wall-E reference. There's a thing that looks like Wall-E's head. I can't remember. It's like a scope. It's like binoculars maybe, but it's shaped exactly like Wall-E's.
No, maybe, or just that Wall-E's head is shaped like binoculars.
The best part of this movie, of course, is the robot cat.
Steals the show, no question.
Socks, voiced by Peter Sohn, who was the voice of Squishy in Monsters University.
Yes.
And I love what they do with him because, yes, he is like ridiculously adorable and shamelessly so, and like merch friendly. He's so freaking cute. But also, I like the balance they find with him, where he's this brilliant genius talking robot cat, but also he'll roll over on his back for belly scratches and he'll purr. So it's a
and
cute
he's
combination.
Buzz's therapist, basically.
Yeah, it's a really cute combination of stuff. So like it's a good voice cast. I laughed here and there. I was amused here and there. It just felt like so much wheel spinning, and it feels really unnecessary. You know, I don't know that the world was dying to know the origin of Buzz Lightyear, and so if you're going to tell us that story, please find some really original and thrilling and exciting way. And the fact that he has to learn to work with other people and not be arrogant and not go it alone is not the most inspired premise in the world.
Well, no, you're right. It's like if we're gonna go here, give us a reason to go here. And at least one person has pointed out, why is it that, you know, Luca and Turning Red premiered on Disney Plus, and this is going to theaters? Because of the three, this is the least interesting and the least sort of. I mean, the animation is fine. You know, that there's a cool look to it. They do some fun stuff with those uniforms we've been seeing all this time. With what do the buttons do? You know, but yeah, this just kind of seems like it is product that knows it's product, but that doesn't make it any less product for being so, you know?
Yeah. What is your number, my friend?
5. It's just meh.
Yeah. 4.5. I'm saying 4.5. So Lightyear, as you pointed out, is only in theaters.
Only in theaters.
Not Disney Plus. So if you are a Toy Story completist, a Pixar completist, this is out there. And then we didn't get a short before this. Is there a short playing theatrically?
No idea. I haven't seen anything mentioned in any of the press notes I've seen. So,
all right. Well, if you guys go see it and there's a short, tell us. Maybe it's better than the actual movie.
And, you know, we're just going to hold out for the Mrs. Potato Head story.
She's long overdue, is she not?
Right?